it's your lovely Abbie Dagrin, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today I'll be continuing a series on my channel that deals with natal charts, and today I'll be doing a natal chart analysis on Doja Cat. I'll be speaking on how the placements in her charts have led to her success, and a lot of personality traits that she has that is correlated with her chart. So please stay tuned for the rest of my video, lovelies. If you have not yet become a part of the Abbie Dagrin family, then this is your calling to do so. Please hit that subscribe button, that notification bell, so you know when I upload videos on the daily. Also hit that like button because I know you guys will love this video. Also share this video with everyone you know, whether that's your family members, your friends, your enemies, or just anyone in general who loves natal charts and who loves Doja Cat. And who would be interested. As you guys know, I began my store, Gael Beauty, and it's on Etsy. The link will be linked down below. I do have a body spray, body butter, and body soap, and it will be linked down below where you can buy the products. The products are very great, and they're great for any types of skin types. And later this week I'll be doing a video explaining one of the products. So buy your Rooibos products today. Doja Cat was born on October 21st, 1995, and this qualifies her to be a Libra. People with this placement are very graceful, they're very magnetic people, and they are very social and are very charming people as well. So this is a good trait for someone like Doja Cat because being with the public and being an entertainer, it's great for her to have these characteristics. And if you looked at her videos, you do see that she's a very social person. She's very graceful and she's very charming and she's very magnetic. A lot of people are drawn to her, and not only her but her artistry. And she is the perfect example of someone who has the placement of a sun in Libra. Next up is her moon in Libra. When someone has this placement, it heightens the sense of purpose for them, and they need to always be doing something productive. This is what gives them a peace of mind. So in order for them to be happy, in order for them to be okay, they need to be working or just doing something that occupies their time and doing something that will help them in other aspects of their life. They're also happy when they've straightened out everything that they need to do in life, whether that's paying their bills, whether that's making sure that food is in the house. That what gives them happiness and contentment is knowing that their life is orderly and that their life is organized. She may also be the type of person that is very curious and loves to do things that are practical, reliable, and she's a trustworthy person. Next up is her Mercury in Libra. It's good because her Sun and her Mercury are the same, so they just flow together. And they're one of the most effective orators of all the zodiac signs. They're able to communicate how they feel, and when they speak, people listen to them because they love the skills that they have and they love their presence and the way that they speak. She's the type of person that is verbally eloquent, and she's the type of person who is assertive but in a kind way. She's also very gentle and diplomatic, and at some times she could be indecisive. However, her balance does balance out and she's able to make decisions a lot easier. And lastly, she's very enthusiastic. Next up is her Venus in Scorpio. She's the type of person who is emotional, devoted, and powerful when it comes to love and relationships. Because of the Scorpio placement, it does bring a lot of emotions into the relationship. So if she truly loves you, she's going to show that in every way possible. She's very devoted to her partner regardless of what the situation may be. She's going to have her partner's back. and she has a powerful way about her when it comes to relationships. Because of this, she may look as though she is fearless, and she's the type of person who is all or nothing, whether it's a relationship or not. There's nothing in between. She's also the type of person that will give her partner full attention and would like someone who is committed to her for the long run. Next up is her Mars in Sagittarius, and when you have this placement, they are all about having as many irons in the fire as they can. They are motivated by high morals, high standards, and high ideals. She's the type of person that has a visionary drive. She's not only thinking about the present but also the future, and she's going to make sure that her name will last for generations to come. She's very outspoken on issues, and at times she has an adventurous personality and an adventurous impulse to do different things. And with this placement, she is 100% for freedom, and she will fight anyone who will try to repress her freedom or not let her do what she wants to do. And lastly, she would like to learn new things daily. Next up is her Jupiter in Sagittarius. She is the type of person who tends to use her enthusiasm and optimistic outlook on life to attract good fortune. So anything that is fun, she'll be attracted to and she'll explore it. And anything that gives her optimism, she's going to go for it. Regardless of what she wants in life, she will get it because she has an optimistic outlook on life. And when you're optimistic about situations, you will get it. And because of your optimistic outlook, then you're going to work full force to make sure that what you want, you get. And that's why she's able to attract so much success, because in regards to her music, if you watch her journey, you know what she's been through, and the fact that she's able to be on top just shows how optimistic she is. Next up is her Saturn in Pisces, and when someone has this placement, they tend to look down on their issues as not important in the grand scheme of things, and this is something that is great and can balance out a lot of her other placements, because with her optimism in Sagittarius in the previous placement, she's able to look at situations as not as big as they seem to be, and she's able to overcome them. And with this placement in Pisces, she's able to make sure all of her issues are great and no longer an issue, because she has that optimistic and enthusiastic outlook on life. And with this Pisces placement in Saturn, she's able to be intuitive and creative with her talents, and that's why we have a lot of hits by her today. Next up is her Uranus in Capricorn, and when someone has this placement, they're all about planning for the future as much as possible, and because of this makes them automatic innovators. So she wants to make sure that not only her, but her children and grandchildren are good, so she's going to plan for the future. And whether that's working hard every day or making sure she's in association with someone who has a lot of wealth, she's going to make sure that the future is very bright for her, whether that's wealth, whether that's property, or whether that's just something that gives her stability in life. And because of this, she's going to be an innovator, because she's going to find ways to make sure that her future is great, and she may do things that have never been seen before. And not only does it benefit her in regards to her stability and her future, but it also benefits people who are listening to her. Next up is her Neptuning Capricorn. People with this placement tend to focus on ways to increase their wealth, power, and influence. And if you see Doja Cat's career, you do see that she did start in music. However, you do see her in a lot of commercials that sell products such as Pepsi and other products and other commercials. And she does other things that are very creative. And you can see that she does want to increase her power, wealth, and influence. She's always on social media, and that's kind of what brought her to the fame that she has today, is her social media platform. Social media is a place where she talks about how she feels about certain topics, and a place where she shares her artiste. And one of the ways that she blew up was with her song Say So through TikTok. So her influence is very great, and she's able to use that to gain wealth. Next up is her Pluto and Scorpio, and this really fits her well because she's a millennial, and because she has this placement, she is a part of a generation that loves to make collective issues conscious. So issues that are plaguing society, they want to make sure they bring that to the forefront, whether that's with their music, with their social media platform, or whether there are other facets that they can show problems in society. They are part of a generation that loves to have collective movements and change society for the better. And because they bring it to the forefront, other generations after them can continue on these movements and try their best to make sure that those issues that were solved by the millennial generation are no longer an issue in society, and that things will become better for generations to come. Up next is her North Node in Libra, and in order for her to uncover her hidden gifts and talents, she will need to develop these attributes. One is cooperation, the next is diplomacy and tact, next is increasing awareness of other people's needs, selfishness, giving support without expecting anything in return, so having selflessness, creating win-win situations, sharing with others, and seeing things through other people's eyes, and communicating her self-identity. These are the traits that she would need to develop in order for her to be able to uncover hidden gifts and talents. And I think this is a lot easier for her because her Sun and her Mercury are in Libra. So that's something that she gets a win-win situation in because they're already there in her chart. Next up is her Kiron and Libra. And this wound would be relationships and codependency. And sadly, at times, her wound is breaking her heart. So relationships, whether that's friendships, family ships, or relationships with a significant other, these are going to break her heart. She's going to have a lot of heartbreaks in her life. And this is something that is common with this placement. And she's going to be dealing with this her whole life, sadly. But she's able to see people who they are, and with these heartbreaks she'll be able to find the person who's right for her and the person who she deserves. So she's basically going to kiss all the frogs, and then eventually her prince is going to come and save her. That's basically this placement. Next up is her ascendant/rising in Libra. She has a lot of Libra in her chart, so she's very pleasant and charismatic. She loves to preserve the peace to avoid conflict, and this is a true fact because I saw a video of her telling her fans not to have a dispute in the audience, and she was basically saying, I love you guys. She dislikes being alone. She loves fashion and is self-aware of looks. She is softly persuasive and makes a good mediator in any occasion. She may at times try her best to pass blame to keep a nice image, and that's something that's done in the industry. She is friendly, but at times can be detached. She's very romantic and gracious. She has a lot of friends typically, and she's usually a very polite person. Last but not least is her midheaven in Leo. And as you guys may know, the top 3 midheavens are Capricorns, Aries, and Leo. They are more than likely going to be the most successful people. They're the type of people that work hard for their goals, and they always find the spotlight on them. And by her being an entertainer, it really makes sense because that is one of the placements to have for fame. She is the type of person that loves to dream big, and she's very prideful when it comes to her career because of this placement. She's the type of person to also know what she wants, and she's going to work as hard as she needs to in order to accomplish that goal. And as you guys can see throughout her whole career, she's been fighting to make sure that it was a great career, and she has accomplished that goal. That's all I have for you lovelies today in regards to Doja Cat's natal chart. I hope that you guys learned a lot today about Doja Cat, and I hope that you were able to get a better understanding of her career and also her personality. Please hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, and also hit that like button, share this video with everyone you know, and comment down below how you felt about the video and anything that could have been added or anything you liked. And if you have not yet followed me on social media, then this is your calling to do so, because even if I don't post on my YouTube, I am posting on my social media daily. So make sure that either on the screen or link down below you know and you follow all of my social media accounts, and also support my store that is linked down below as well. I love you all. Please stay safe and healthy, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye lovelies.